We're going to start with the potential for a new indictment of former President Donald Trump expected soon.
That's right. Members of a federal grand jury who would be voting on special counsel Jack Smith's 2020 election interference investigation have been seen entering the courthouse today. Now, that probe is looking into the events surrounding January 6th and the potential efforts to overturn the election.
Last week, Trump said he received a target letter which mentioned 3 federal statutes that prosecutors were looking at. They include deprivation of rights, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tampering with a witness.
On with us now and on with her sources, NBC News senior Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson joining us. Hallie, I know this has been a busy day for you. What are you hearing at this point about this new indictment? And if a grand jury does, in fact, approve it, what could the charges actually look like?
Hey, Morgan. Hey, Vicky. Great to be with both of you. So to take both of your questions, Morgan, not much, and we don't know for sure, right? So let me take that into 2 pieces. We really, the biggest indication that we have are a couple of things. First, that Donald Trump has been sent the target letter that you mentioned, which is near certainty an indication that he will at some point be indicted. That's according to legal experts. We also know that just within the last 24 hours, the former president suggested this could come any day now. Does he know more than us and our sources? We don't know, but that is what he's saying. And we have this other data point, which you just mentioned, that we have seen, our team at the Department of Justice has seen, and in these key locations, has seen members of that grand jury who have typically been hearing issues related to this investigation walking in today. So we know they're there. We know they're meeting. OK, those are the tea leaves that we have, which seems to be building to this drumbeat that an indictment could come potentially soon. We do not know for sure, and I want to be clear with people about that. If it does come, what could the charges be? Well, former President Trump was notified in that target letter that it could be charges of obstruction, conspiracy, and then this deprivation of rights under color of law, potentially a voting rights issue. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to be in the indictment. And let's be clear, that is typically a roadmap. It is not a sort of exact signposting of what those charges could be. Keep in mind, whatever it is, it relates to the investigation that the special counsel is doing, separate from the classified documents case, on the broader scheme to overturn the results of the legitimate 2020 election. So it's not just the Capitol attack. It's not just January 6th. It's kind of this broader interference scheme, if you will.
Hallie, a lot to keep track of. Let's move from the Department of Justice down to Fulton County, Georgia. Sure. The district attorney there preparing to possibly charge Mr. Trump in their 2020 election investigation as well. We're expecting potentially a decision to come soon. Bring us up to speed on that case.
Yeah, so similar kind of conversation as it relates to the investigation, that broader scheme to overturn the legitimate election results in Georgia. You probably remember that now infamous phone call that former President Trump made. There's audio of it that's out there where he says, hey, calls the Secretary of State in Georgia and says, find me the 11,000 votes, right? The difference that separated him and President Biden, who, of course, won the state of Georgia. Timing-wise, you might be thinking, well, why are we talking about it? Why do we think it's coming soon? Because the Fulton County District Attorney has shown her cards, has suggested that it's going to happen in the first few weeks of August, and just recently, just this weekend, told reporters they are ready to go. So we do anticipate an announcement coming sometime in the next couple of weeks. It means that really these legal issues for the former president are on a kind of collision course. This may all be coming to a head very soon. Specifically when? Don't ask me the hour. Don't ask me the minute. But imminently, I think it's safe to say.
We will ask you to be ready, and we know you will. NBC News Now anchor Hallie Jackson. Thank you, Hallie.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.